You have been promoted to group leader. A clan member has joined your team. An agent from your clan has joined your team. An agent is no longer in your group.
Okay. We should be good. How we doing? How we doing? Getting this posted around. Yeah, I better not hear myself the whole time there.
A clan member has joined your team.
Okay, got that posted. We're all set up there. Someone already dropped a like. Thank you so much. Sign out there, get this on Twitter, and we will get rolling, folks. Turn that down, Croak. I can hear myself. Why do you have to have sound if you're in the party with us? You hear everything I'm saying. How we doing, people? How's everybody going? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Get this on Twitter real quick. What it do? What's going on, TK? How you doing on this Sunday evening, my friend? Just finishing this up. There we go. Okay, what's going on, Nomad? I'm doing quite well. What's going on with you? Alright, let's go with this guy. Everybody ready? It's so good, Kuroko. Is there a good zone we should do the points in? You guys want to do chess piece one? Back. Alright, let's go haunted house. We have to donate resources to the guy, so we actually might have to do a fair bit of these to get it all done, but we'll do it. Chris, we're doing these weekly projects you get. They give you 5 of the SHD calibration materials, which is the rarest one to do gear optimization. So hopefully we're going to get this one done and the PvP one, which in total is 10 of those things. So I figured, why not do it on stream? Gotta get it done at some point. How's everybody doing tonight? Wow, bots in the first 2 minutes, you kidding me? It's already a bot in there, Johnny, I can't believe it. Swiftly dealt with. Don't clap. What's going on, Dirt? How you doing? We were going to the control point. Yeah, we were doing the control point. You gotta give the officer points. So you can set one out if you're doing something. What? You have to give the officer 300 things. Calibration. Does nobody know what I'm talking about here? Well, I know you don't. Doing quite well, Dirt. Thank you for asking. Had a pretty busy but good weekend. Just a good way to finish it off. End of the week. I mean, it's the busy period, you know. Post holiday schedule. But we're doing good. We got a pretty fun video coming out tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Well, then we can just do every other part than this one. Okay. Hey, what's up, Powerbomb? Glad to see you made it. I was thinking about this earlier when I saw your... Jeez, what is hitting me? When I saw your comment, do you have, what is it called? Do you have it set so that it gives you, like, all notifications from YouTube? Because you have to turn it on, like, twice. I'm sure you do, but I just wanted to check, just in case that was the fix. You have to turn on for each individual channel, and then it'll turn on for YouTube as a whole, I believe. Oh, hello, guys that are coming out right here. What's going on, Shane? What's going on, Dark? I'll read that in just a sec. Already got almost 30 people in. That's crazy. What's going on, everybody? 8 likes. If you don't mind hitting that like button, I would very much appreciate it. See if we can get up to 10. Also, this is absolutely nuts. We're less than 100 subs away from 12,000. And we were just at 11, or we just hit 11,000 like 2.5 weeks ago. Like, this is going to be the quickest 1,000 we've ever gone through, which is absolutely insane to me that we're getting this much attention right now. So thank you all so very much, whether you've been here for, you know, however long. Thank you.
Incoming hostiles detected.
So I got to see someone streaming something out of the Battlefield or Warzone. Hope all is well. It is, Shane. Thank you very much. And yeah, this is what we do. Thank you for being here. Obviously, I think a lot of people find it easier to stream those things because there's more of an audience, but the fact that we already have 30 people in here is awesome, so thank you all. Darks, I love the videos you put on this game. I've been playing since Div 1. Definitely appreciate the content videos you produce, mate. Thank you so much, Dark. That's awesome to hear. I've really enjoyed doing some of the videos on, like, some of the guides I've done recently. That's not usually my type of stuff, but I had the idea to do the setting one because so many people asked me about that, and so many people like that. Like, that's about to become one of my top-rated videos ever, which is crazy. And so I decided to do that boss one. People like that too, so it's definitely been awesome to see. YouTube's really consistent with it. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I appreciate you doing that, Powerbomb. I'm glad you're here. How you been doing lately? Thank you, Nomad. Thank you very much. I mean, it's all thanks to you guys, but it is really awesome to see, no doubt. And again, it's just like, it's crazy to me how we're having this happen when still there's been nothing releasing in the games for... I mean, I guess technically there was stuff in February of last year, right, with the Feilau manhunt, so we're going on a year with nothing releasing in the game, and yet people are still tuning in and wanting to talk Division, so that's really awesome to see. And I can't wait for when there is actual stuff releasing in the game. That's going to be even better. Hey, what's going on, Jacob? How you doing? Getting ready for your midnight playthrough there? Yeah, definitely a thing or two from that saying video. Awesome, Dark. That's awesome to hear. Because there is, like, so many hidden things like that in Div that you just can't, you know... Unless you take the time to, like, go and find all that stuff, it is really hard to figure it all out, so... I was really glad to be able to help people out in that regard. When you guys can hit this one. We'll see if it's shared. I don't think it is, though. Can't complain, or rather won't bother complaining. Do you play mostly on Xbox or PC, or are you in the Midwest? Xbox solely. I don't do PC, and West Coast, Shane. Hence the start time. I mean, some people are good to go late, but 5:30 is a really nice slot for me, and then I just usually go for 2-ish hours. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing, my friend? You bought 2 hamsters. Well, that's pretty awesome, Georgian. Congratulations. I had a mouse once when I was a kid. Never had a hamster. So before I got to go. Really, you're working the night shift, Jacob. Dang. Well, I guess, yeah, you told me that's your deal. I don't envy you, man. What's going on, Candy? I'm doing great. How are you? Xbox Master Race. What's going on, Biz? How you doing, my friend? PC's not my thing either. Yeah. Yeah, I stream from my MacBook. Which I would say is not in the majority of people, but it works for me, so what can I say? West Coast, yo, what's going on, Soul Killer? How you doing? Who asked what's the scoop? But I watch your vids, yeah. Interesting stuff, though, for sure. And I might wait a little bit to get into it, but I do have some more. Now that I've had time to process it, I have some thoughts on that hiring in China. You know, oh, dang, Andrew. Well, I'm glad you're at least on the tail end of it, but sorry to hear that. Last day, I gotta do it over the weekend. Gotcha, Jacob. What's going on, Delta? I'm doing wonderful. And we already got 40 people in here. What the heck? Hello, everybody. If you don't mind hitting that like button, it would be very appreciated. We're 5 away from 20 likes. And I was telling everybody a second ago that if you want to be, if you want to be a member of the channel before we hit 12,000 subs, we're less than 100 subs away. So you better get down there and click that like button. Thank you very much. What were you guys saying? You want to do missions? Did we figure out that it's not shared? Okay. Yeah, we could do the mission stuff first, just so we can all check it off.
We've got plenty of resources.
What's the talent? I'll take it, yeah. Couldn't hurt. Thank you. Indeed, Candy, indeed. What are you using to get the signal currently pulled in? To get the signal to the MacBook? What do you mean, Biz? I don't have Ethernet, if that's what you're talking about. I'm just on Wi-Fi. But the Wi-Fi I have in here is pretty solid, to be honest, so, yeah. Sure drop that like. Thank you, Biz. What AR are you using? What build? This is the Chameleon Exotic AR. Love it. And this is the build that I've been running for quite a while. I'm a big fan of it. Soul, if you want a more in-depth dive on it, I did a video. It's in the channel playlist under Division 2 build videos called the Apex Predator. And yeah, check it out. It's definitely... It's like a very good equivalent to like an SMG Hunter's Fury build for ARs. So... We're doing a legendary. Chat, my group is trying to say we should do a legendary. What do you think about that? Capital's the hardest, but we could try. I've done that like once. If everyone wants to do it, I'll do it. Alright, let's do the project first then, maybe. Unless you're trying to go anyway.
Any more division people around?
Let's hit. You said you want to do American history? Okay. Yeah, let's got Providence. Alright, one of my teammates doesn't want to do it, chat. Maybe we'll do it in a bit. Alright, I was missing what was going on. Hey, what's going on, Trusian? I hope that's how you say your name. Thanks for the sub, by the way. I can't watch tonight, but do you keep these uploads so I can watch it? Yeah. Once it's done, the VOD just kind of automatically posts to my regular feed. So yeah, you can absolutely watch it later. Thank you for your support, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jimbo. Kevin, what's going on? I'm doing fantastic. Having a great Sunday night. Good weekend. How about you? So bad the Chameleon, I just like how it plays. Yeah, it's a very polarizing gun for sure, but I love getting the buffs up and just shredding through people. Yeah, of course, Soul. If the Niners get to the end zone in this drive, do the legendary. That would be a good metric, but I don't want to. One of my teammates really didn't want to, so I don't want to boot him out. It's also, they want to do capital, and that's like the hardest one. It's quite interesting that Div 1 has a decent amount of activity on game modes in the beginning of the day. A lot of people still play them. I mean, Survival... obviously there's tons of community events for that. Last Stand, usually you can find stuff on the weekends, and then Underground you can play solo, so yeah. People love the Div 1 game modes, there's no doubt about it. Just got the memento. Can you explain? One sec. Can you explain what the grayed out stuff? Oh yeah, for sure. So the gray, if you look at the talent description, it says that when you pick up a trophy off of a downed enemy, you get a temporary and a long-term bonus. The gray is the long-term. So as that bar fills, let's see, how do I explain this? There's 2 bars filling up, right? The majority one at the top is the duration, and if that fills up and expires, then your buff is gone. But as long as every time you pick up a new trophy like this, it resets. You see that? And so the bottom one, it's already filled up. That means I have all 30 stacks, and that means I'm getting the full long-term benefit, which is 30% weapon damage, skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen. So that's the long-term, and then every time I pick one up, you'll see when I pick this one up, an orange trophy symbol appears there on my HUD that's expiring. That's the temporary buff, which varies depending on what your stat allocation is, right? So for mine, I have 3 reds, 4 reds, 3 blues. You get the idea. That's the difference between those two. But it's quite good, so definitely try it out, Hunter. Run with a couple of crafted M4s and classified striker. Nice. That's the setup, Andrew. What can I say? Touchdown 49ers. Oh man. All right, I'll do. Maybe we'll do one later, Biz. But I guess I am compelled now. That's pretty good. I don't really need it though. To be honest, Shredder. You already know it's Soul. Division 1 equals legendary, yeah. Very true, Powerbone. And we got over 50 people in here. What is going on, people? Guys, my teammate wants you to know that if he has some bad gameplay going on in the background, he apologizes in advance. Oh yeah, Kuroku, by the way. We had to clarify. Just messing around, he's a beast. Dang, I am missing what people are saying. So glad everyone's here and chatting. Chameleon is nice, no kidding. Memento's dope for solo, absolutely. It's the best, I mean. What, Max? 50. Yeah, it's crazy. It's because this past month has been like one of my best months ever for growth. That hit 12K. Run a shovel. I don't know what you said. Ah. No, we'll always be growing all the way. Okay, sorry, Chad. I'm just messing around with my team. Mentos dope for solo. Yeah, I have a question. But what's the vertical bar left to your ammo count? Never knew what that was. Candy, that is the they implement a system where over time with kills, I believe, you just get towards acquiring specialization ammo. Yeah, I think it's each kill. Yeah, you can see it pop up there. So once it fills up, you get a little bit more specialization ammo for your spec weapon. Yeah, no problem, Hunter. Quite disappointed with conflict mode Div 2, but not impressed, because, yeah. Yeah, conflict is a mess, Delta, no doubt. For me, it's because they take away one of the cores of Division PvP, which is being able to see where people are. They get rid of your radar, and they get rid of, like, the name stuff, and that's the most egregious thing in conflict to me, but there's a lot of issues with it, no doubt. But they might be making more maps if the news from this week is to be believed. What do you guys think about that? That was pretty crazy.
Reinforcements en route.
Yes, thank you, Biz. Hey, what's going on, Damaged? Oh. Does anyone think of any of the new guns here could be put into the division? I certainly don't think that would be the reason the content is delayed damaged. I mean, they have probably 4 seasons coming up, and they could add in at any point. But I'm definitely excited to see what new exotics and hinds we get and stuff, because there absolutely will be new ones. But no, I don't think that would be the cause for the delay. If it came out that that was the reason, myself and almost everyone would be very angry about that. I predict. Love that True Patriot explosion. I was getting that amazing content in the back, John. We got 60 people. What's going on, everybody?
There was a bright flash and then static.
One more like and we hit 30 likes. Be the 30th like, my friends. Yeah, I was just doing a subtle brag. You didn't have to expose me. I don't want to mute it. I opened this loot room, by the way, folks. Oh man, we're missing out on stuff.
The holding area is just ahead.
So, well, hey, what's going on, Rogue Family? How you doing? Everybody, take a look at Rogue Family's little banner next to his name, if you would like to. And this is totally optional, of course. But if you would like to look into becoming a member of the channel, you get a very cool little badge next to your name that upgrades itself over time. And you get some pretty cool emotes as well. And so Rogue Family joined during last week's stream and said, thank you very much, man. Just thought I'd shout that out to anyone who wasn't aware. The link to it is in the description if you want to check it out. But what's going on? Hope you're doing well. For the weapon you use 0.0152% of the time, and that probably deserves more. Wait, what are you talking about, Goldie? And there we go. Rogue Family just put all those emotes down in the chat. Thank you, man, for showing everybody. They're pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And the banner, I don't know what to call it. What am I trying to... The icon you get by your name. The fact that it kind of upgrades itself over time is pretty cool, in my opinion. I hope you're doing well, my friend. If you're not going to do a legendary mission, you should run a couple rounds of conflict. Yeah, we're going to Powerbomb. We're going to do the calibration project for PvE stuff, and then the PvP one too, which the only thing we have left to do is the conflict matches. So don't you worry. We'll get that quality content going. Badge, thank you, Powerbomb. I don't know why the word was eluding me. Thank you. Looking forward to that Summit rework. That's the, I don't know if I think it's going to be a rework or not. It certainly could be. But here, I'll explain myself in a second, so let me catch up on this. Maps, no maps, I love me some conflict. That being said, I like new maps. Yeah, well, we need more. Come on, 5 for the past 2 years? Like, we can get more. What about a new raid? I would love a new raid, Rogue Family. They're my favorite thing in this game. The problem is none of them were made by Massive. They were all made by, I think it was Annecy, one of the supporting studios that's no longer on the Division 2. And so I don't know. I'm sure Massive could make one. I just don't know if it's ever something that was within their resource budget, you know, internally. So I absolutely hope we do see one in the future. I'm just not sure we will, unfortunately. At least not with the current team setup. If Div 2 starts to get more resources all of a sudden, then certainly we could see that. Oh, I got a tardigrade. Anyone need the exotic components? Because I'm full. I didn't actually go in the menu though, Kroku. I just walked over the loot pile and saw the name. That's not what you do. Mic drop. Like that. What are you doing right now? I can see you doing it. Chat, this is for the record, just so it's on screen here. Looking at his loot before the fight's over. Oh, I love that fast reload with the chameleon.
No more contact. All clear.
They should definitely add some more maps. Conflict has been embarrassingly few locations. Yeah, for sure.
You also effectively put this hellhole out of commission.
I'm not familiar, Soul, but I can imagine that'd be pretty cool. Easy. I'm good. Garoku, deconstruct that. You can get exotic components. To be honest, you have a positive talk and give positive information for vision, unlike the other students. Well, thank you very much, Delta. That's certainly what I try to do. I have nothing but love for this franchise, and so I have no reason to be overly negative unless, you know, something were to arise. And so, yeah, I appreciate that you appreciate that. Almost 50 likes. We are now at 51. Thank you all so much. Loki was the 50th like. How you doing, Loki? Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Would it be better to have a third raid or a couple of incursions where you're not saddled to have 8 players? That's certainly the discussion, Powerbomb. And I did that video recently talking about that, and people certainly have different opinions. So if it were up to me, just because I like raids, I would say another raid, but I can't fault people who want incursions at all. Poor, exactly, Ron. Thank you. Poor form. It's just impolite. What was I going to say? Soul. What I think the China listing tells us, because what I didn't know until I looked into this further, was that China just recently got approved, or what am I saying? Division 2 just recently got approved in China. Previously, it wasn't out there. And so what I think their team is now going to do is to alter some of the environment and stuff in the game to comply with China's restrictions, because they have some weird stuff. I heard, like, you can't have skeletons in your game, you can't have some other stuff. So I think they're going to go around the world and clean that up to make it work in that market. And then some of the new stuff, they're going to do that. And so I don't know if the new summit design necessarily means they're doing a rework to the mechanics. It could just be an environmental thing. So I'm not sure. That's kind of what I've concluded after posting that video and going through stuff. But certainly the new PvP maps, I think that will come to fruition. Whether it's in the first update or the subsequent ones, I don't know. You do too, Andrew. This franchise is one of the best. No doubt, no, man. All right, what's going on? Are we doing another one? We could do one of the New York missions. One's masks, one's gloves, one's Fenris, one's SMGs.
An agent has left
All right.
your group.
Since there's less of us, Johnny, you want to go back to the control points? Yeah, let's try that. You can run in clips. We can go back to the chest piece zone, do the nest. Just wait until Ubisoft tries to jam NFT garbage into Div 2, then yeah. Yeah, you were not wrong, Powerbomb. At least for now, it sounds like it's not happening, according to Yannick and Pale, but it doesn't look good in the long term. They had to put in emotes to salute Sharon Poon, declared Thomas. What kind of environment would be in a building? Well, I just mean change. My interpretation is that they might just have to change something that's commonly in summit rooms already. I don't know what that is. Again, China has some weird stuff that they restrict. So I don't know. That's just my wild prediction. I have no idea, man. I wish they would go back in and add Windows, honestly. If I could do anything to Summit, it would be to do that, because I already enjoy what it offers gameplay-wise well enough, but it's an incredibly bland environment, in my opinion.
Reinforcements en route.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate you, man. I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Just got my Series X. Nice. Installed Dev 2. It's been amazing. Had a PS1 there. Nice, Mystic. It feels incredible. And if you want to install Div 1, you get 60 FPS on there too. Microsoft adopted it into their FPS Boost program, and that runs incredibly as well. So Xbox is certainly the place to be for Div right now, in my opinion. But enjoy, man. It really does run fantastically, without a doubt. They'll probably remove the skull backpack you bling around with. Yeah, that could definitely be one of the things. BG, you're not wrong. And some people were saying, like, Ubisoft is being greedy by, like, going in and changing stuff to comply with the market, and I understand that from an artistic level, but China is a very big market, and so if Division 2 coming there means that all of a sudden the franchise is getting more profit and that prompts Ubi to invest more into it, I'm fine with that. Like, can you imagine if all of a sudden Div 2 has, like, a second wind from all this Chinese attention? That'd be pretty awesome in my book. So I don't know. Interested to see what'll go down with that for sure. Oh, can I see him? No. I'm sorry if I'm missing chats, people. We got so many people talking. Love to see it. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Seems like... What did Delta say up here? Honestly, with China, I think they won't let violent... Yeah. I really hope they bring cross-play PlayStation. They've said it's really hard to do with the way the game is built and with the engine, unfortunately, Mystic. So I think all future projects for Division will definitely have it, but I don't know if we're going to get it for Div 2, unfortunately. I would love it if we did. What's up, Toby? Seems like they're invested quite a bit in NFTs, so I'm not doing something with it. Yeah, unfortunately. Crossplay sucks. Why do you say that, Corey? They need some more variety to the rooms. We will never have the variety of underground. Yeah. Although when they first pitched it, Powerbomb, what I thought was like, how cool would it be if you had one room that's like the high, like, how to explain this? You know when you go in like the lobby of a really fancy building and like it's big open air, there's like walkways, maybe some like vines hanging down, like that could be pretty cool. They could do a lot with that instead of just like the very industrial feel that it has now. So that's always what I thought they could do. Main thing I hate is people kicking you when they join your team for matchmaking. Yeah, certainly there is a lot of that. Okay, dog. Did you just get into it? I hope you're enjoying, man. Thanks for being here. You know, it would be awesome if there were post... Jeez, I'm sorry, people. So many people are talking. I love it. I'm just trying to keep up. It would be awesome if there was... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, I appreciate you being here, Damaged. I hope the work goes by fast enough. I'd pay for new DLC for sure. I think the content we're going to get for a while will be free, which isn't a bad thing. Like a lot of people want to pitch it. Update 1.8 for the Division 1 was free, and that was one of if not the best update that game ever got. And I think that's going to be a lot more similar to this coming one we're getting rather than Warlords, as far as people setting their expectations. I missed a lot. What's the... So many people talking. Hang on. What's the deal? China's they're going to be PVM, so I will get to that in just a sec, Corey. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you, Biz. Yes, everybody. I would appreciate it. What's the franchise going to do about hacking the man? What's going on? Adam, how you doing, my friend? What build are you using? Bernard, I am using this build right here. Chameleon 4, Peace True Patriot Memento. I have a build video of it on the channel if you want to check it out in my build playlist tab. It's called the Apex Predator if you want more details on it, but it's really fun. What's how you control the people on the sheets? Prequel would be awesome, Adam, for sure. Dang, spotter with weapon ammo. Expanding the Chinese market could be huge in terms of revenue for them, hopefully. That's what I'm saying, Ron. I really hope that that's the outcome. And I don't know if a lot of people have seen it that way. Yeah, exactly, Powerbomb. Well, that is kind of what happens with looter shooters, Ray. I'm glad you're enjoying otherwise. But they did innovate in a smart way, in my opinion, in Div 2 by adding the breakable armor on people to add that layer of realism. So, personally, I love it, but I love looter shooters, so, you know. Mystic, you go to Settings, UI, scrolling combat text floating instead of random sphere. And I covered that actually in a secret setting video recently. If you'd like to check that out, it's been very successful. A lot of people have enjoyed it, and so I'm sure you would too. You can check that out in my recent uploads. Yeah, thank you, Adam. Okay, Corey, I was going to tell you about China.
Thanks for showing up. You really saved us back there.
So basically there was a listing on Ubisoft Shanghai that they're hiring for Division 2 stuff, which is a big deal in and of itself, because the only studios that we knew as of late were involved were Massive and Bucharest. And in their listing, they said that for the game, they're going to be doing a new summit design and new PvP maps. So that might give us a hint as to what we can expect moving forward in Year 4 and whatnot. So that was basically the deal there. Powerbomb, by that do you mean catering the product to China's restrictions in the first place? Because if so, I agree. I think it'd be a lot better to create the product for the general audience, and then maybe if they want to scale stuff back for a China release, do that. Yeah, no problem, Mystic. Finally caught up. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much for... I love all this chatter going on. And... still got 50 people watching. That's crazy. We're only 4 likes away from 60 likes, everybody. If you want to get in on that, I'd very much appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream, enjoy the content, thank you in advance. Means max repair skills, max explosive resist. Alright. You want to run up and hit the Ivy Tunnel, Johnny? And get the last one in this zone. How did I lose my memento stacks? Gonna plan any Div 1 survival streams anytime soon. Maybe Delta. Maybe. I used to take part in those weekly ones that they do, that Kamikaze and Bishop and some of them do, but I fell off lately. I've never been as much of a survival fan as a lot of people. That's not to say I don't love it. I adore it. But it doesn't quite have the same replayability for me as some people. Yeah, I did. So if you already used some, go for it. I'm a last stand guy, Delta. I'm more likely to plan that, to be honest with you. Mainly it's because survival doesn't have randomized loot. So you go in and you know exactly where all the stuff is. That's my main deal. And hopefully, that's something that Heartland can amend. What's up?
Reinforcements incoming.
Yes, there's a big difference between... Yeah. Exactly, Power Bomb. I agree, 100%. Even though I had to restart a new platform until it feels like a new game of the year. Yeah. It really does, Mystic. It really does. And I'm glad they did it. Because originally they said they weren't going to do it. If you'll remember. And so, yeah, I'm really glad they went through with it because it feels great. Honestly, like, reinvigorated my passion to play the game, which sounds dumb that just a frame rate change did. But I'm not kidding you. I've wanted to play the game more ever since they did that. Because it just feels so much better. Thank you so much for hanging around, Delta. I appreciate it. See you next time. Have a good evening. Yeah, I do too, Adam. I don't know if there's a spawn skew there or something, but I know what you're talking about. Get that reload bonus. That's what's so nice about the Chameleon in groups, is that it's so much easier to get the procs with the higher health amounts, and then you just get the benefit. It's great. What was the content we were expecting in February? Bernard, I mean, we don't have the full scope yet. The main things are a brand new game mode, and a new season with they're doing changes to the seasonal content structure, so hopefully more events in the rotation, more replayability, all that stuff. An expertise system, which is kind of like a Keener Watch System 2.0, except it works for your gear and weapons instead of just your character. I did a video on that if you want to check it out. They're doing a specialization rework, giving us skill trees within there, more in-depth ones, and I'm really excited about that. And more surprises that they haven't told us about yet, or they didn't get the chance to, which will probably be new legendary difficulty missions, stuff like that. And that's what we knew about before it got delayed. So my next question is, updates and changes are going to be better monitoring for online cheating. Couldn't tell you, Corey, unfortunately. One would certainly hope so. We triggered the other thing over there. We can get them both. Yeah, Heartland is going to be a different monster from the other divisions. It's going to be something, Toby. That is for sure. I really can't wait for it. Sure. Do whatever you need. Hey, Delta, what is going on, man? People, Delta and I have a little video coming out tomorrow morning. It's going to be really good. It's not Division. I'll give you that hint, but it's, I think you guys will enjoy it. I really enjoyed making it. Just finished it a few hours ago. How you doing, man? Did we finish the control point? I don't know where they started spawning at. Maybe in the tunnel. Let me go back there real quick. Do you know what next season is and how do seasons work in this game? No, no worries, Hunter. That's what we're here for, to answer questions. We don't know. As far as like the story setup, we have no idea what the next season is going to be. I have my own predictions, but I'll save that for now. Basically, seasons give you a reward track to go after They introduce a bunch of new gear to pursue in the game, 2 new exotics, a new gear set, a new brand, new high-ends, all that stuff. The next one is going to launch when this new update launches, so we don't know the exact date, but hopefully in the next however many... My medkit didn't work. In the next however many months. And basically, they introduce a manhunt for a prime target, which you pursue over the course of the 3-month duration of the season. You do a few sub-targets, and then you go after the main target in a new main mission, is the basic gist. And the big reward for completing the prime target is you get a new skill. Or a new skill variant. That's about the most basic I can break it down, Hunter. And there are events that go on in between, like leagues, which are time trials, and global events. You can get a lot of exclusive rewards. They're a fun time. And they're doing changes to make it even better, which I'm excited to find out what those are going to be. I wish improve the rugged spot.
Supply room access unlocked.
Yeah, I agree, Adam. Sometimes they are hard to find. It would be nice if they could mark them a little bit better. Doing some editing and stuff, you know. Nice, nice. Of course. Got to be on the grind. Gavin, they can hear you. No, I'm kidding. My last... Yeah, I think Natalia will absolutely be the next big bad we go after. I hope she's not like the first season. That would be a little anticlimactic if they just keep knocking down these big targets one after another. But I think we'll be building towards her and learning more information over the course of the year, maybe. And if they do another DLC like Warlords, which I predict they might in like 2023, I could see her being the final boss for that. Hopefully they keep repeating them. I only recently got the season pass, so I'd like to get the bonus rewards now that I can. Did they have a season pass for year 2, Powerbomb? But yeah, depending on when they're planning to bring this out, you would think. I'm going to tweet Yannick on Tuesday and ask if there's any sort of guidance they can give us as to what's coming in the next few months. Like when the chill out thing is going, or coming out. If they're doing any more gear set reworks before the big update, if we can expect anything before the big update, it would be nice to know that, even if they don't give us a date or a window for the new update. Hey, what's going on, Darth? How you doing? I know it's been a long time. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Peep that video tomorrow. Yes, sir. It's going to be good. I'm telling you guys. You want to hit 2 more missions and get that part done? We could redo... You got one you want to do, Johnny? Or you just want to redo that one? Doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, that's a good point. Probably DCD or... That was Golan. Wouldn't be the worst. Or the one we did is pretty short. Yeah, let's do that. I'll be honest, Adam, part of the appeal to the hunters for me is how mysterious they are. I hope we never get like a full explanation on them, because I feel like that kind of gets rid of the mystery. But certainly more information over time would be nice. What do you say, Dwayne? Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly indoor.
Looks like they're coming from the DCD complex. Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
What gear set rework would you like to see? That is a good question, Ron. Let's see. Oh, the ones we have now. Maybe tip of the spear. In concept, I like tip of the spear, but it's really clunky to try and pull out your spec weapon like every 30 seconds. And so I wish they would make it a little bit more snappy and viable in some way. But Trick said on Twitter that she's looking into doing system corruption as like the next big one. And she's going to work on making negotiators work better in groups, if I'm recalling correctly. So those are probably what we can expect next. Still in that grind on Division, of course. Been playing more DZ lately, nice. It never fails. Do you think we make a named hunter, I hope, as the next prime target? That would be interesting. Maybe a few before. That would certainly be interesting, Adam. Especially considering their connection to the Black Tusk that we just found out about in Season 3. I assume they're going to bring Barden back in some capacity for the story, considering Trick mentioned him in her interview with IGN earlier last year. I wish they would like have a holding cell in the bottom of the boo where he was at or something, or just have cutscenes that he was in. I don't know.
Looks like the best way to take the lab offline is the decontamination protocol.
That's just a fancy way of saying everything.
I have a feeling that at this point, whatever they might do to establish official ordinance to be a yeah, that's what I'm saying, Powerbomb. Like, it's almost better if they keep it a mystery. Like, they can give little tidbits over time, like they did in Season 3. But I don't think a full reveal should really ever be done. But it probably will. And I think you're right, it's going to be... You can't please everybody. Oh, look at that spread, Johnny. Love to see it. There, come out of this side over here. Guys, look at how good Eclipse is. Eclipse is one of the best sets. There's... excuse me. There's some that are so good, and then some that are just not. But they did a good job with Strikers, so... What is going on? Oh, goodness. Albstein, I hope I'm saying that right. Let me know. How you doing? How's your Sunday going? See, heavies are the best to get the chameleon leg proc because you can just lay into it. Them and dogs are the best ones.
Decontamination protocol can be initiated from a panel in the lab above you. Stay put once you
Are the previous seasons just going to replay till the recent update because this one says in 2 weeks?
right in the middle of the lab.
Currently, it's a useless timer. Yeah, Hunter. And yeah, that's why I'm thinking I'm going to tweet Yannick and see if we can get any sort of clarification on that. Because if the update is still 3-4 months away, they need to do something in between. Figure that I love to have a jail, so to speak. Yeah, like to see better explosive damage. That is certainly a build category they haven't explored a ton. See, I think Negotiator is one of the strongest sets in the game. Oh, well, no, I agree that it's good, Ron. I was just saying that Trick was saying she's going to make it function even better in groups, so Negotiators, assumedly, is going to get some sort of a buff. Yeah, some people won't like to say that. Well, there's the first mission you can do with the Hunter's Quarry during the story. You can't kill that one, if that's the one you're talking about. in whatever, what is the zone? The one that's over in downtown east.
Disposing of the corpses properly, we could have another outbreak on our hands.
Wish ongoing directive is a little bit more like Div 1's Predmark. I understand why you want it to be that way. As long as it would not be totally broken in PvP like Pred was, then I'd be good with that, Toby. I actually like ongoing directive, honestly. I like the change they made with the ammo a while ago.
Spread out and search for it. Could be anywhere.
And just keep bludgeoning. Did not see there was a guy right there.
The outcasts are using blood from an asymptomatic carrier.
Hopefully they reveal the hunters in some cliche hand.
Weaponizing
Yeah.
green poison and turning it loose on the city.
Yeah, I agree.
Destroy anything that might be contaminated.
And I do think they'll keep it pretty mysterious for a while. Golden bullet for a month straight. It would be something. How about expanding Warlords into the original map from the Division? You just want to see what happens. Yeah, it absolutely would be. There's a lot they could do, and that is unquestionable. No, it's broken. It's more adaptable. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it is weird to think about it in that way, Adam. But that was like the first mission you found him when you were doing the story for Div 2. Alright. We're getting through this project. Still got 50 people in here. Thank you all so much. If you haven't already, and if you'd be so inclined to hit that like button, I'd very much appreciate it. We're only 4 likes away from hitting 70 likes. Crazy. Ooh. Delta disliked. Dang. It's deserved. I know, man. Thanks for keeping things honest with me.
She's an asymptomatic carrier. They've got an endless supply of the virus to play with.
Agent, your route out is going to take
Bring
you
back
to the
classified like Niv 1.
library.
You will not see me joining that camp, Corey. I'll be the classified denier till the day I die. Sorry. You can find people out there that'll be in your camp, though. Div 1 map, but completely redesigned. It'll be. I mean, it would. What I don't know if everyone understands is it would take just as much work to bring the Div 2 or the Div 1 map into this game as it would to give us a whole new area. So, at a certain point, you have to ask: do you want that more than an entirely new thing? Maybe you do, and that's great. But it is an important thing to recognize. Love how the hunters stalk you and kind of watch you unite. Oh yeah, it's great. They definitely did well with the hunt, like incorporating the hunters more into the mainstream content of the Division 2. Whereas in Div 1, obviously they didn't come in until Survival, and then it was just in Underground that they showed up.
Vital signs critical.
Oh, I forgot they come out right there. Take cover, please. I'm so dead. Yeah.
Agent down.
Why do you not like classifieds? I do not like classifieds because they absolutely killed the build diversity in the Division 1. Both in PvE and PvP. You know, why would you run a high-end build when you could run a classified set that gave you better stats and just insane 6-piece bonuses? And there was no creativity to making a classified build because you're slotting in all 6 pieces of the same thing. And they also brought on, specifically in PvP, a very tanky meta, which is my least favorite meta of any type of thing you could see in Division PvP. So that's primarily why, James.
Data transfer initiated.
Like seeing the expands. Ooh. Get those guys. Expand the war's southern boundary. Yeah, for sure. That's an area they could do. I mean, I thought for a while they were going to add a DZ over by the One World Trade Center, which they kind of hinted at, but that never came around. A pure hunter mission? That's what you want, Jonathan? That would be something. You're not wrong. I remember someone like faked a leak for the first raid before we knew what it was, and they said there was going to be huge like hunter sections. That would have been something. How about having a D3 build added to Division 2? People are pushing my my buttons tonight. No, I mean, hey, again, you would not be the only one who wants that, Darth, but given how bad shields already are in this game, I cannot say I would want D3 in this. But that's just me. What do I know? See, can I pin a comment in a live?
Data transfer completed.
I can. There you go, Delta. Bring back 1.7 PvP. Best PvP that there has ever been in this franchise. What is it? That's per your choice. Okay, Crook.
Clear to get out of there. The lab and samples destroyed. I don't think the outcasts are going to be able to do much else from here.
Thanks for getting me that.
Oh yeah, no problem, James. And that's just my opinion. Plenty of people would love it if classifieds came back. And maybe even more than the people who don't want it, but that's just my viewpoint.
Be careful.
New Jersey already is the DC. Yeah, on the bridge. You know what I'm talking about, Powerbomb. It did sound really cool, and I'm kind of sad. I love the raid that we got, but I am kind of sad we didn't see that, because that did sound really cool. It was like, and remember there were like achievements for like get across the bridge in like an hour, and people like, that's an achievement? That means it's going to take like 2 hours on normal, so yeah, that was crazy to think about. Oh, hello, hello. Ow. One sec, guys. Just want to finish this up. Let's see, it was, yeah. Yeah, no pred mark for me, Adam. That nomad can stay in the grave as far as I'm concerned. Oh man, 1.8. 1.8 was so good for PvE, and it was so bad for PvP. I wish they would go back and make the DZ and Div 1 1.7 meta. Or just make a legacy server. I'd play that all the frickin' time until there was new Div 2 content. Oh goodness. Mom, get the camera, we got pinned. It was a deserved pin. You said about the biggest truth there has ever been in the division. Best way to farm Dark Winter. Lando, I believe... Chat, help me out. Is the Dark Winter a DZ exclusive? I think it is, but before I say anything, I want to be sure. Also want the ammo and health boxes to come back. Well, at least in the DZ, they have the ammo boxes at the extractions, Darth. That was a good change that they did, whenever that happened. We still need one more. You want to do American history again? I'd go for Providence. Okay, thank you guys. So, sorry, my teammates asked about something. Lando, your best chance is, well, your only chance is the DZ because it's DZ exclusive. So if it's ever targeted SMGs in there, that's a good one. But you can also get it from what are all the things? Season caches, maybe? Was it part of season 1? But you can get them in named caches if you like despise PvP. But yeah, otherwise the DZ is your best bet. And thank you for chiming in, guys. Yeah, no, you can't. Let's go back to American history one more time.
Decide for you.
Hostile control point identified.
The raid league sounded a lot cooler to me than what the real raid turned out to be, at least for me. Can't blame you. What do you think about unlocking gear? Lock behind content like the Eagle Bear? I understand the argument for wanting to do it. Personally, I appreciate there being an exclusive reward behind the raid, but it's not one of the things that I would die over, Tim. I have more strong opinions than I do about that stuff, especially 2 years later from when it came out, so you could move me either way, but I appreciate there being exclusive stuff in the raid. If Massive brings another Wony, how do you feel about another type of endgame enemy similar to Rogue Agents? Sounds like a cool idea, Volcanic, for sure. The real disappointment was Central Park is... Bro, I saw that thing. I glitched out of the map in like 1.1 of Div 1, and I saw what they had in Central Park, and they never did it. They never did it. Man. What about a full medic build? I mean, they have ones in both Div 1 and 2, Ninja. Not sure what you're referring to there. At least to be able to go and look at Central Park. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Toby. Yeah, that's true, Powerbomb. Good point. Mainly grinding my spec points and weapons. Yeah, thank you all for chiming in there. Lando, you got a lot of answers there in the chat. No, you're good, no man. Don't worry about it. Should probably set this up so we can start it here.
Your goal is a collection of
Just one of the true feeling of what it would be like to go into World Chaos. Search with them.
information stored on
Yeah, that's fair, James. I will say one thing. Division 2 did a good job of, at least in my opinion, of expanding the scale of combat. When I'm at a control point, and there's a wave of, like, elites coming at me, and there's, like, ads from another activity coming in, I feel, like, the scale of how many explosions and bullets and everything are going on there. And for me, personally, that surpasses a lot of the stuff I could find in Div 1. So I do appreciate that, but I do also very much know what you mean. And I agree. Love it for there to be open world hunters. Yeah, it would certainly be cool. I do wonder if that starts to detract from the specialness, because they do, you know, stalk you in the open world, and I feel like that's kind of a cool implementation, but who knows.
Active terminal detected.
Sounds promising. Find it and patch eyes.
They actually try killing that vanish, yeah. What am I doing? I'm clicking buttons. Huge missed opportunity. Central Park, yeah. Since I did a small rework to Striker, what other gear sets would you like to see reworked? We were just talking about that a minute ago, Wolfpack. How you doing? Personally, I think Tip of the Spear is like one of the least used ones, at least for me personally. And so I don't know what they would do, but I would like to see that. But Trick did allude to the fact that System Corruption is probably going to be the next one to get a big rework. As well as her making negotiators work better in groups were the two ones that she mentioned. So those are probably what we can look forward to, but if it were up to me, I might say Tip of the Spear. Although I would be interested in seeing what she has in mind for System. Because System is already pretty good, so for her to say that she might rework it further and make it even better, I'd be down for that. Yeah, I have similar feelings there, Corey. The 10 shoot 10 bullets, run around, let your target die wasn't my favorite. Yeah, adding the raid stuff to the legendary loot pool could be a solution, Darth, for sure. Wonder if they had any technical advice. Oh, it's possible, Nomad. I mean, I know they went and location scouted DC. There were a lot of videos on that for Div 2. They talked to like an officer about what people would do in a real apocalyptic scenario. They said a lot of people would try to get out via water, by boat. There's videos out there on that stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Yes, sir, Delta. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's going to be a good one. See you there. And everybody, be sure to check out Delta. The link will be in the video of that, or in the description of that video tomorrow morning. So check that out and check him out. Really, Powerbomb? Was that on which of his channels was that on, and was that today? So I want to check that out actually. When I did use it, I used it with the TAC 50 for sure. But I haven't, and it's not like that's what's weird. It doesn't perform bad, but it's just clunky in my opinion to pull out your spec weapon so often and try and incorporate that into like your central combat loop, I suppose. So I feel like they need a better transition there, or a better gameplay loop to go after. Talking that mess? Honest. Okay. I'll check that out, Paramount. Thank you. I didn't see that.
Two sons seem to be in control of the holding area.
Rework them all, tip the spear. I mean, there's plenty that could receive reworks. So, we'll see. I do like the surprise you get when the hunters pop in. Exactly. That's what I think is so cool about them. And that's why I think, especially with that and their lore, they should be kept somewhat ambiguous, mysterious.
Reinforcements en route.
How'd you feel if Dark Sun exclusive can be open world but can be only obtained by Rogue Agent? Similar to the raid stuff, it wouldn't hugely... I'm not like, you know, hugely invested in the argument of Dark Sun exclusive stuff. I think the Dark Sun in general needs a rework because it does not live up in the slightest to its most risk, best loot in the game premise. It has terrible loot as far as quality goes, with it being challenging. But yeah, that could be a way to do it. Canadian. I wouldn't have a problem with that per se. Ooh. Shoot. Are you on the minigun? Get off of that thing. Or I guess if you're gonna kill him, that's the way to do it. Well, just don't die, whatever you do, because then we gotta restart. We got another bot. That's only the second one in the stream, though. It's not too bad. No, because now we gotta restart. Or pull out your shield and just go very slowly and take them out one by one. Chat, I'm spectating him now. This is the guy that said he was absolute beast. Let's see how it goes. The pressure's on. Alright, good job, Kroken. It would be good to have all of us up, yes. Alright, sorry guys, I was dealing with that. Title based on Legendary? Yeah, I think that and Manning Zoo will probably get the Legendary treatment, if I had to guess. Raid with rogue agents. There's certainly a lot they could do there. Tip of the Spear gets changed over being up. That's actually good. That's a very good point, Chris. It could very well get an inherent rework with whatever changes they do to that. Yeah, good point. You want that, Croker? You can have it.
Just lost the camera feed from the holding area. There was a bright
No, I
flash
probably
and
won't use it.
static.
Serious trauma detected.
Remember Peter saying, I said PvP more clinch. Exactly, Powerbomb. That said, I will put a little plug here that, as some of you may have seen in my community post from the other week, I am working on the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to PvP in the Division 2. I'm very excited about it. I think it's hopefully shaping up to be a really, what's the word?
The holding area is just ahead.
Very,
Laptop, grab it and get the
I don't know. It's going to cover just about everything in PvP you could hope to know in Div 2, and I'm really excited to get it out. I don't have an ETA yet, still working on it, but I'm excited for that one. It's going to be a long one too, probably at least like half an hour, I would imagine. So, look forward to that if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. Title based on Legendary would be great. The recovery link. The recovery link was certainly the least problematic one of the 3 links in Div 1, but I personally would be fine if we never see links again. Burst heals, absolutely bring them back. But links in general were just kind of like fight prolongers that didn't really have to be there in my opinion. Yeah, comprehensive. I was trying to say, like, I thought it started with a C. All-encompassing, I guess. But yeah, comprehensive. It's going to be everything you could hope it could be, basically. So. Alright, what am I missing?
Looks like you got 2 sons.
Do you think other off-site missions will get invaded, maybe in college? Yeah, that's a good point, Jonathan, because I think they had plans to at one point.
with all those gates sealed,
Because they did it with
closer.
the zoo and White Oak, and then they stopped. I don't really know if that's something they have in the books, but it would be nice to see. I wouldn't mind if that's like one of the little surprise content bits we get in the coming content. Because they are basically new missions. I mean, it's the same area, but you got new voice lines and all that stuff, so that'd be cool for sure. You know, DC reworked for more layers and a better minimap. Trust me, Hunter, after this video I'm doing, you won't need a better minimap. That's what I love. Well, it's how it is, and I appreciate for that, is that Division gives you all the context clues you need to be successful. It's just about accurately understanding and acting on those things it gives you. So, I'll go into that and more in the video that I'm planning to do. regular missions on legendary impacts of the faction. Dang, we got 70 people in here now. What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much. Hope you're having a great end of your weekend, Sunday evening. Appreciate you spending it with me. If you don't mind, if you want to get in on the club, we're 1 like away from 80 likes. So if you enjoy the stream, enjoy the content, I would certainly appreciate it. And we jumped to 85. Thank you all so much. Appreciate that. Wishing... Okay, I read that. Certainly that would be nice, Sixers. 2 things I would say on that. 1, that's a lot of work to add a whole nother city, but hopefully we do see it one day in another DLC. But another game, if you're talking about like Div 3, we're probably not getting that at least until 2025 and probably more like 26, 27, 28. Because they won't start full development on it. If it's staying at Massive, they won't start full development of it until Star Wars wraps, which will be optimistically 2023, but more likely 2024. So, yeah. I think we're going to see less holdover and more content for Div 2, would be my prediction moving forward. Oh, can I hit the... Whoa! Can I hit the pack, please? There we go. I think in the college get a rework someplace to cover the whole layout. And it's certainly something they could do, Wolfpack. I mean, they were going to deal with it at one point with Codename Nightmare. And that got scrapped. Which wouldn't have been a permanent thing, but it shows they're willing to go back and do something with it. So it would be nice, yeah. Got a Bullet King. Take some exotic components, Kuroking. Alright, should we do these bounties quick and then conflict? Crit damage weapon. I'm fine, thanks. Johnny, you want to do these bounties quick? And then we do conflict. Oh, we can do all the ones that stack up are in the chest piece zone. That's nice.
An agent is no longer in your group.
All right, Max, we're gonna do 3 bounties and then do conflict. How about the booster shots? Not sure if that's what they're called, where you give yourself a shot. Yeah, the heal in Div 1. I've been the biggest proponent for the longest time of we need burst heals back in PvP. A lot of people say it created the whole chicken dance deal and the whole cheesy stuff. Guess what? If you do burst heals, that creates some more masterful mechanics. You have to have some timing. You develop some skill. And then combine that with an ensured low time to kill metagame in PvP. No tanky stuff, no bunch of shields, no unbreakables that give you free armor, no nomads. Then you have a pretty cool PvP environment. Fortunately, we haven't really seen that aside from 1.7 in Div 1. And 1.6, I guess, and 1.5. But hopefully, we might see something like that in Heartland. We'll see. Hey, Loco, how you doing, my friend? I'm doing wonderful. We're having a great stream. We're at 90 likes. Thank you guys so much. Still 65 people watching, an hour and a half in. Thank you all. And I'm doing great. How about you? about changing the weekly invasion to White Tusk. That'd be interesting, for sure. Okay, messed up my Banshee pulse. Did a nice little click instead of a press. Ah. Just got saved right there. I feel like they oversold the Black Tusk as being best on the clear owned by agents. My biggest issue with the Black Tusk is that they try to set them up as like these really well-developed organization that has like a foothold on the entire eastern seaboard, and it doesn't really feel like that. At least in some of the multimedia stuff, we haven't really gotten to see that yet, and that's where I kind of hope Div 3 goes. I feel like it'd be very cool if Div 3 took place in like a Black Tusk controlled city where they're trying to distribute the vaccine for the cure for the green poison that they sort of worked on with the bioreactor and stuff. Whipped in a gunslinger. Yeah. What do you feel about Los Angeles being the next city for Division 3? Wouldn't be on my top picks, to be honest with you, Canadian. I would probably say, if we were going to stay in the U.S., Boston or Chicago. But I would love to see it go overseas. Give us Paris, Rome, Tokyo. There's a lot of really cool cities they could do, but I would say Los Angeles would not be on one of my top ones. Doesn't mean it couldn't be done well. Massive can make anywhere a really cool location. So yeah. I think the Div competitor being made at Shark Mob that I did a video about a while ago is being, at least that concept art photo looked like it was going to be in LA or like Vegas or something. If they do make a Division 3, do they need to implement Div 1 PV? Oh, yep. Exactly, Volcanic. That's the winning formula, I think. Div 1 had, you know, balancing stuff aside, great PvP. Div 2 has phenomenal PvE. Mix those together. Create some new stuff in there as well. You got a winning formula, in my book. No, I really wanted to down him right there. All right. Really love for them to do something with the hunters that are always watching us. They need to go somewhere with that. What's going on, Von Deagle? I mean, those kind of fit into like the main hunter puzzles for the masks, I think. And we were kind of talking about that earlier, that for some of us, that's kind of part of the appeal, is that they stay so mysterious and distant. So, but yeah, they could do a lot of stuff. I'll launch it up right now, do I? Just finished reading New York Collapse and Broken Dawn. Really enjoying them both. I'd like to see them expand on April's story in game. I agree, Mike. I really hope that if there's a Div 3 that April is like a character in there. I'd be all for that. And I don't know if you knew this. Those are both great books. The latest Division novel is coming out on Tuesday. Recruited is the name. It's going to be only available in ebook formats for a month, and that's coming out in physical on March 8th. It got delayed, I assume, for production reasons. But the ebook version's still coming out on Tuesday. I can't decide yet if I want to do, because I hate reading digital, but I might do it just so I don't get spoiled. Already pre-ordered. There you go. Nice. Yeah, I love the books. Hey, we got Splinter Shield in the house. What's going on, man? Everybody, if you don't know who Splinter Shield is, what are you doing? I'm kidding. He's a great guy in the community. Does some great streams. You should check him out. How you doing, man? I know this is a little off topic, but what are your thoughts on the Ubisoft CEO getting slammed with hate because of NFTs? It's deserved, Jonathan. I was saying to a friend of mine the other day that I don't doubt that NFTs could have some value in gaming. Like, out of all the possible things you could use it for, I'm sure there's something in there of value that could be implemented one day down the road. But it's very clear that Ubisoft is not interested in finding that value and having a conversation with their customers to find out what that is. They're just trying to get it out the door as fast as they can to try and capitalize on this like new market. And I have a feeling that in a few years they'll regret that approach. Because I don't think it's going to be received any better than it was the first time they tried it, however many weeks back. That's my take on it. And they're over here with the hunt. Oh, we could do the hunter after this, Johnny. Yeah. Quests involving the hunters that grant special hunter exotics would be cool. Yeah. The memento is kind of a hunter exotic. I mean, in looks. Prison cells amazing. That's what I'm saying, Darth. They need Barden down there. They could have put Keener down there if they didn't want to kill him. Where's the... Are they back up top? Oh. Well, let's just finish this, then we can do it, yeah. Or you want him to fight? That's what you're saying? I'll do it. Alright, chat, we're going crazy. We're going to spawn... And I showed this in my video the other day, if you want to see more secrets. We're going to spawn Yannick the Hunter to fight our bounty targets. I think he's out. Yeah, I think he's right up here. There he is. Oh, he does so much damage. Supply chain issues, yeah. That's definitely part of it. Which is annoying. I really want to read it physical. And I'm still going to get the physical version, but I don't know if I want to wait a month. Ow. Oh my goodness. Keep crawling, I'll try and get you. How in the world... It's Rick Velasquez know this, yeah. Rick Velasquez is a very interesting topic. There was a whole thing of audio logs on him in 1.8. Basically saying that he doesn't exist. Like he has wiped records. I went down again up here. He shot me with an oxidizer. As long as he starts fighting them, that's all we need. Thank you so much, Damage. Thanks for hanging around, man. I hope you have a good evening. Thanks for being here. Splinter appreciates the epic battle we're creating here. Oh goodness. Is he actually fighting him? He is. Let's get the boss up on this level while he fights those ones.
Good work.
Yeah, exactly, Powerbomb. Well, there was a whole thing where, like, he didn't, well, I already said he didn't have records or whatever. Love me some Rick Velasquez. Oh, he's pushing me. We need, like, a Scorpio for him. Sorry, Yannick. I have to do it to you. Ooh! Don't heal. There we go. Is he not a hunter? I thought he was a hunter. Is he just a regular guy? Yeah, that's what we were just doing, Drive. We spawned him on our bounty to, like, fight some of those guys. I thought he was... Is he actually not a hunter? I'm crazy. I thought he was.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Oh, goodness. You're talking about Reclaimer Ninja. I mean, certainly it would be cool to see. I love Reclaimer Div 1. But I think Future Initiative works, you know, plenty fine for the Hive. So that's just my opinion. We're almost up to 80 viewers. Dang, people. Thank you so much. I guess people keep joining the later we get. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're enjoying. If you want to be a part of the like gang, we're only 5 away from 100. Be part of the first 100. Appreciate you.
Cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
Alright, we need one more. We're one bounty off from Conflict Mix. Back at the first spot, Johnny. And always be super informed on what the SHQ are doing. Yeah, for sure.
Target is nearby.
In Division 3 for the new consoles, it should be like 120 PS4K in standard. Well, ideally, Volcanic, there would be no old-gen consoles. If it's not coming out for, what, 4 or 5 years, I mean, Avatar this year from Massive is already going to be next-gen exclusive, so it won't be on last-gen consoles, and that'll free up a lot of what they can do in terms of just gameplay and mechanic stuff for the open world. It's going to be really exciting to see one day down the road.
What's happening here?
Coney Island, baby. Think it's just a named? I guess so. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why I thought he was a hunter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Look at that spread. Eclipse is a beautiful set. Alright, right after this we're doing Conflict Powerbomb. I'm fulfilling the promise. They also nerfed him, no longer pops like 5 medkits. Maybe Cody, but I also think we kind of like trapped him there. And if you can animation lock them, they often won't do it. Because the hunters in Summit certainly still do. Was it 6 in year 1? See, year 1 of Division 2 is like a blur to me. Obviously, I remember some stuff, but like I don't remember making builds in Gear 1.0, which is so weird. Because I remember making builds in Div 1 year 3. So yeah. But yeah, I guess they did used to have 6. I think Future Initiative should get a slight rework to allow all hives to work into one except the Stinger hive. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I feel like there would be a lot of cool room to do something with the Revive hive in PvP. Because there's not a lot of reasons to use it right now. And whether it's through a gear set or whatever, there could be stuff they do there for sure.
That's your target.
Oh, really, Cody? Well, dang. What do I know? Yeah, he did use her. I remember that. Oh, okay. I don't feel too good.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
And we got over 100 likes, so 75 people still watching. Thank you guys. I
That's the target agent.
don't know what to say, but I really do appreciate it. I love doing these streams. I'm so glad I started them up a few months back. I'm glad you guys all enjoy. We might do a mid-week stream this week with something other than Division. And you'll find out about that in my video tomorrow morning. Definitely check it out. Be gone, bot.
Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Should we do one, Max? Conflict time. Appreciate it, Carlos. Well, was I whistling that, Powerball? I did that so subconsciously. Okay. Yeah, you're not the only one. It's that specific kind, too, has been coming in the last, like, 2-3 streams. We're gonna go with this. Give it a little outfit change, why not? Keep things fresh. I'm going back to the base. PvP time. Walking Dead, 6003. Is anyone in here a Walking Dead fan? Because I certainly am. Final season starts back up in 2 weeks. Can you do a video talking about which gear weapon talents should be removed or get a slight rework? Yeah.
From your clan has joined your team.
That's one annoying thing, though, is that Trick said that they're focusing on gear set reworks over talent ones because they think that's more detrimental to the endgame building experience. And I disagree. I think talents are much more central to the building experience than gear sets are, because gear sets are optional, whereas high ends are the base thing for builds at the end game, and every high end chest piece and backpack comes with a talent. So I don't know, that's just me. That would be a good video topic for sure, Canadian. I do think a lot of people already kind of know which ones are bad, like tag team, mech, connect moments fine, spotter's good, skilled no, explosive delivery no, yes, yes, no, yes, fine. Yes, no, meh, yes, yes, meh, yes, yes, no, no, mad, probably no, yes, yes, no. Let's look at the backpacks. Yes, no, no. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. It's meh. That's pretty good though. No, 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 meh. Yes, actually, if you want to check my recent build, I did a very good build with Versatile. Yes, yes, fine, fine, yes, very yes, yes, no, yes. Meh. Clutch is meh. And yes. So maybe. Canadian. That was a very long way to say maybe. Step choice, but I agree with you. Talents are more integral than... Yeah. But I mean, you know, I'm not mad with gear set changes. So, it is what it is. You guys ready? Let's go. Conflict time. We'll probably do... I don't think we'll get through all 6. Maybe 3 or so. We'll see. We'll see how long they take. Hey, what's up, Keel? How you doing? Good evening to you. Remember when clutch was must-have? Oh, do I, Splinter? Do I? Yeah, that was... Div 1 Year 1 was not a good time in PvP for me. That's why I say that Year 2 of Division 2 PvP, I actually much prefer to Year 1, and I got some flack for that back in the day. But I really did not like 3.11.7, mostly because it was a tanky-ish meta a lot of the time, and that's like my least favorite thing. So, you know. As long as they do both on good, I just hope they don't do the gear sets and then call it good. Yeah, for sure. You would hope that if they're going for a full year, at least a year's worth of content, that there would be time for both, but we'll see. Either they need to make all of them useful or just get rid of the useless. Yeah, certainly I'd prefer them to just rework the ones that are already there, but yeah. Alright, folks. PvP time. This is what it's all come to. Am I going to do good? Probably not. My conflict skills have just dropped over time. But we will see. I'd rather have smaller talent pools program and make the talent specific too. Yeah, I mean, that would be the advantage, right? Of shrinking it, of the ones that are not good, to just make it easier to get the good ones. But you would hope they come up with better functions for the lesser used ones. Couldn't think of the word. Alright, let's do this. That's what I'm here for, Powerbomb.
Rogue airburst seeker mine detected.
They're far out by the building over there. Behind. That was tough. Roscoe saved me. Thank you, Roscoe. Another weird thing in conflict. You revive with full armor? Question mark? You don't get a radar, but you do revive with full armor. There's a guy going below the central passage in the middle. One's got riot foam. Apologies if I don't get to your messages right away, folks. I want to try and... I'm trying to put on a good show. You know what it's about. Of course, I got fire. Let's get up there.
An agent needs assistance. Boost about to come online.
Back to the spawn we go.
Boost now active. Agent down. The boost is being taken by allies.
Ooh.
The boost has been taken by allies.
No, I'm not doing that on stream, Johnny. You kidding me? Oh, please, please, please. Sorry, folks. I'll catch up in a sec. Oh, you shouldn't have pushed that, my guy. That's probably it for me. I'm out of kits. Yeah. Tough. Oh, goodness. But just say what's useless thinking. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right, Cody? Is that like some people can make really interesting niche builds out of like lesser used talents. Like versatile, I don't see a ton of people using, but I just made a really great build out of it recently. So that is certainly a tough part about it. For example, divide up the weapon talents so SMGs have different talents from right. Well, they have that now to a degree. And like LMGs have Unhinged and Frenzy, and those don't appear on other ones. But it's not a lot, for sure. You play with Radar Hidden Powerbomb? Wait, why? Is that just like a personal challenge thing, or... See, when he dies, his fire should go away. So I'd use my only medkit to live through somebody who's already dead.
An agent needs assistance.
Thank you for the kit. Hey Chad, how's it going, man? I'm doing quite well. I've had a great day. Thank you for asking. Hope it's the same with you.
Supply drop being claimed by friendly. The specialization
I'm trying, Nomad.
is in friendly hands.
Oh, I know that's not how fireworks seeing, but, you know, armor plates don't give you protection to your whole body either. No, it's more of just a gameplay thing than realism. Stat specs are just, they have been a huge issue for a while, so that's primarily why I say that.
The roads have run out of reinforcements. You can win this.
Yeah, that was doomed. I love game. Yeah, that for sure they should do is like go through and determine which of the talents are just not compatible with certain weapon types, because that is a bit ridiculous. Marks and rifles with that. What's the other one? Like marks and rifles with strained. Not gonna get much use out of that. So yeah,
Explosive seeker mine detected.
a little bit challenged, but mostly I want as little junk on the screen as possible. There you go. That's a genuine reason. And yeah, it's just like, the problem with me, or for me with them doing it in conflict, is it goes against, it's been a core ideal of Division PvP since 2016, that you get so many indicators of where people are. It shows you people's names through walls, and that's part of the experience. You get those indicators, so you get that increased situational awareness to be able to make better decisions, and have that gone in conflict forcefully is really... really detrimental to the experience, in my opinion. Don't know if there's anyone even coming out of there, but I really want to snipe somebody. There's a flip, but I think there's still one here. Oh, it's the last guy, yeah. GG. It's a pretty good first game. Nothing too cheesy. Feeling the beer, though. Well, thanks for being here. But my immersion... Yeah, I know. I know. Shame no crossbone here. I agree. It would be very nice. But hopefully in all future Division projects we can see that happening. That seems to be something Ubisoft is doing across the board, so. Oh, I didn't put my emote back on. I still have jumping jacks. Shoot. I was trying to spawn Yannick. Smaller name tags on screen would be nice. You mean like across the game or just in conflict, Toby? GG. If there was crossplay, I would definitely turn mine off. Well, hopefully they would do it between consoles and then have PC and Stadia or whatever something. I mean, you can already do that, right? I think you can already play PC and Stadia on here because they share the same... I'm not going to pretend to know all the technical stuff, but yeah. I'll make this deal with you, chat. We'll do at least 3, but if we don't lose, I'll go until 6. Because 6 is what we need for the project. So at least 3, maybe 4, but if we don't lose, I'll go to 6. How about that? Thank you so much, Chad. I appreciate that. I do get tired of the gamers that get better when not all games first-person realistic. Yeah, for sure, Ian. What do we got here? Okay. This guy's got calculated on his backpack. It seems like just that guy's got something weird going on. Gotcha, Toby. I can't believe we still have 70 people in here. I'm so glad that so many of you still enjoy to watch PvP. When I used, like a few months ago when I would stream, as soon as I went to Conflict of the DZ, my viewers would drop by like half. But so glad you all want to watch. Thank you. I do want to do another Last Stand stream soon. That'd be fun. Hey, yo, what up, Derek? Hope all is well in the north. Oh, that guy got his head taken clean off. I'm trying to res right here. No, I couldn't heal through that with the Ridgeway and the medkit. That's crazy.
Agent killed.
Oh, we're doing team elimination? I thought we were in conflict. I just ran in there. Okay. I mean, skirmish. My bad. Dang. I didn't realize. Okay. I gotta play differently. Chat, we're getting a rare experience here. Team elimination. Mode that never gets chosen.
Assistance.
Okay. Do you think in the future they will allow us to use more than one exotic, like using the Violent Dynasty on the same build? Hopefully not, Volcanic. That's one of the things, one of my unpopular opinions is that That it's a good thing they did that in Div 2, because in Div 1, a lot of the exotics were not very good. And that was a symptom of being able to use them in every slot, because if it was the best thing, then why would you ever run anything other than high ends, or anything other than exotics, if you could put them in every slot? So I think their locking to one of each weapon and armor allowed them to be a lot better designed and more powerful. So I don't think they will, and I wouldn't want them to, is my answer. Oh, one more time, man, one more time. You can do it.
Seeker mine detected.
Okay, that's not very nice. One more time, man, one more time. I see you moving up. Where's this last guy at?
Boost now active.
Alright, Splinter's with me. Good. Be 2 apiece. Yeah.
The boost is being taken.
Thank you, NYC. Appreciate it.
The boost has been taken.
Oh, he just picked up a res token. That's what the boost is in this. Dang. See, the things you find out when you don't play Team Elimination ever. So he's right here. Three more gonna be coming from their side. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't peek. He should have peeked. Would have been a swifter death. More merciful. And I hope you're right about changing seasons in the next game. I think that'd be amazing. It'd be really cool, Jordan, for sure. Oh! Got the snipe before the Seeker Mine went off. Someone saw that. Clip that, guys. Clip that. No. Okay. Round 2. See, this is crazy. I never do team elimination. Missed the old Pestilence with 1000 weapon damage, Poisonous Cloud. I don't remember the old Pestilence that much, to be honest with you. I agree 100%, Hyper. I'm glad some people are siding with me, or I feel like when I say that, a lot of people are like, no, I want him everywhere. Which, I mean, I understand the desire to want him everywhere, but they would just... It would very much screw up the balancing. They even coming out of there? You trying to bring this conflict to a swift conclusion with as little bloodshed as possible. Exactly. Just one clean hit. That's all it takes. Where are they at? Here's Seeker down here.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Incinerator.
Yeah, they're just in this courtyard right here. Right through there, yeah.
System curtailed.
They're all right here.
System
Got one, but there's another one there.
serious
They're rezzing.
detected.
Throw a nade. Just throw a nade back there, Max. We got them. They're rezzing right now.
Down. Agent vital signs 0.
I told him to throw a nade, Chad. He wouldn't throw a nade.
An agent needs assistance.
A specialization supply drop has been arranged for you.
One shot. One kill.
Agent down.
That was tough. Why were they all... They were all in that one corner. I thought it was just one. That's why I was going to go up and finish him. Massive decides to make one more specialization. What would you like it to see as a specialization?
Specializations.
That is a good question. I think way back when I first started doing Div 2 videos, I said that I would love them to do a melee spec. Like a hunter looking axe or something. That'd be pretty cool. In my opinion. How they would balance that? No idea. Not my job.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. An agent needs assistance. Rogue
Yeah, it's true, Powerbomb.
turret detected.
I'm honestly way more excited for that than I am the expertise system. Really excited to see what we're going to get with the specialization skill trees. It's a flame turret. I don't know why I'm shooting it. I just go around. Whack.
Agent down. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Boost about to activate. An agent needs assistance. Online.
There we go. How about that, people? Nice little 3v at the end. I know, I did tell him to throw a nade, Chad, and he wouldn't do it. That would have got him all right. Well, I mean, it would have finished the two guys that were down, but oh well. I made up for it right there. I'm hoping they do rework on LMGs. There's not really much builds for them. To a degree. I mean, an LMG is still what I run in like my legendary raid PvE build. I do an MG5. I think LMGs do have use. They're just a little bit more situational than ARs and SMGs, which is kind of by default, honestly. Do you want to see crouching and prone in future games? It would certainly switch up, you know, the type of gameplay styles and movement stuff we're used to in Division, so depending on how it's done, yeah, it could definitely be cool. There's one right here.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected.
There we go.
Agent down.
See on you there? Oh, nice. GG, is that win? Do we have to get one more? I guess we do, yeah. If they could add a stealth element with kill scenes like Shadow of War, would be a new element to the game, bring a lot of people to this game for curiosity alone. It would certainly switch up a lot. No doubt about it. Prone would be useful. Crouch is obligatory, in my opinion. I have no idea why they didn't include the ability to crouch anymore, too. Yeah, I think crouch would be more practical, too, for the type of game Division is than prone. To go back to your question, I wouldn't really want prone, to be honest. I feel like that would just lead to more... Well, I don't know. It probably wouldn't be that bad, but I'd prefer crouch to prone if I were going to choose one of those. Where are they at?
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected.
I'm gonna try and aim an EMP sticky in there.
Rogue stinger hive detected. Boost about to come online.
They don't know I'm behind. You guys ready for this?
Agent needs assistance. Boost now active. System back online.
Why can't I use my EMP that's already there? The heck was that about? There we go. GG. What do you think about adding a few more conflict game modes? Keep it 3 game modes at any time. Put one on rotation time. Present dodgeball. A dodgeball game mode would be cool. Certainly, I wish there were more. And I think that was the plan when the game launched. I mean, you can even look at the conflict screen. They have the quick play playlist. They'd meant to have more playlists. There was probably going to be a competitive one, a whatever. If I were to add something at this point, I'd probably want 8v8, honestly. Last Stand 2.0. They need to make crafting bench exclusive items released in open world. Oh, like the motherly loves and whatnot? Yeah. Stealth is tough because the AI behaves much differently than other games. Everyone is always traveling in packs very close together and really split up. Yeah. And that's what I remember Thylander said one time, that they were originally like planning on doing one for Div 1, like a stealth and melee system. I mean, yeah, Powerbomb said it was in one of the trailers at one point. But he said if you're going to do that, you have to like make it engaging for the entire game, and they didn't really have a plan for that. So they scrapped it. Especially on PvP. Yeah, I wouldn't really work in PvP. What's going on, Roberto? Thank you. Question, my Division 2 game is missing, but my PS4 is 4 years. Where was the time to upgrade? Also try to save it. I mean, money aside, Jacob, the performance and experience you'll get on PS5 is way better than PS4 with the loading times and 60 frames. So if you have the money, I say absolutely go for it. Stadia. I mean, domination. They love Team Lim. This will probably be the last one. Well, I don't know. I did say I'd keep going, but Team Lim takes so long. But we could go with a untarnished record tonight. I mean, it was there because hunters do a melee finisher. Yeah. That was like the most badass thing to see that for the first time in survival. Folks, as we get closer to the end of the stream, thank you so much for still hanging around. We still got almost 50 people, which is nuts. If you don't mind, though, hitting that like button. We're one like away from 120. 120! That's pretty crazy. That's probably like contesting with some of my highest like streams ever, so thank you all so much. No, Jacob, as long as you're not... You can't switch from PlayStation to Xbox, but going from PS4 to PS5, you'll keep all of your same characters and progress and all that stuff. Nothing gets lost there. Get off me with that riot foam. Are they in spawn, Jay?
An agent needs assistance. Serious
Oh,
trauma.
he clipped me from around the corner.
Out of action.
No thank you, bot.
0.
Report. I bled out. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Shanghai Changi stuff to me out to the Division 2? So the kind of resounding theory that people have come up with ever since the news broke, Wolfpack, is that the most likely scenario is that the stuff that was in that description, like the new summit design and the new PvP maps, are legit. That is probably new stuff we're going to get in year 4. But they're probably, because Division 2 just got approved for China within the last 6 to 8 months. And so what they're probably doing is having a team that is going in and like tailoring the main game to fit with China's restrictions. Like I heard that China doesn't allow skeletons in their video games. They don't allow some really like minute and weird stuff. And so the team is likely going in to alter Division 2 enough so that it can be released there and it fits. And obviously they have to do a lot of world building and changing and all that.
Rogue
You guys ready for this?
hive detected.
What? How is he that tanky? He just ate that. You kidding me? And so I don't think they're going to work that much in tandem with the main team,
Explosive seeker mine.
but they will. I do think those 2 things that were on there were legit for what we can expect in the future. Since when did my nemesis just stop doing damage? You gonna push that, man? Really? Questionable.
An agent needs assistance. Serious trauma.
We downed each other over here.
Agent out of action.
It's kind of surprising. I don't know how we traded.
Boost about to activate.
If you can make it over here, Johnny, there's one down.
Allies.
Hey, what's going on, Steve? How you doing?
Allies have acquired the boost.
What is motion sensor? I've literally never even seen some of these boosts. Do you actually get a radar?
Agent killed.
It's down
That's so weird.
one-on-one.
Thanks for joining in. Glad to see PvP. That's what we do. So thanks for tuning in. No, Jacob, you cannot transfer cross-platform. So your progress on PlayStation will only stay on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, unfortunately.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Striker Drone detected.
They're bringing new skills. I love them. A poisonous status effect and hack and skill build. I should not be looking away, and we got to win this. I don't know about adding poison, considering how bad other statuses already are. But depending on how it's implemented, yeah, could be interesting. Nice little 1v2 there. Love it. Double kill more like. I guess that wasn't really a 1v2. Where is this last dude? That should be... Alright, I guess best of 7. I'm gonna do one more. What do you think, chat? Do we do one more game after this? One more game? I want to play something other than Team Elim. I want Skirmish or Dom. Yeah, well, all I can say, Jacob, is that having the newer gen version and experience will get you much faster loading times, which is a game changer in Division, especially in PvP, fast traveling around in the DZ and respawning. And dang, I screwed up. And what was I saying? 60 FPS, which is a game changer as well.
Agent killed.
Just in this hallway. I shouldn't have gone up that far. Alright, everyone wants one more. I will do another. I want to see some minor destructible buildings and stuff. Nothing wild. Yeah. They have some of that. I mean, you can shoot out windows and whatnot, but I know what you mean.
An agent needs assistance.
Also, the spectate is so weird because it shows him scoping in and he's definitely not. It does that all the time. We will do one more. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for so long.
Agent down.
Yeah, we're seeing one more round. Chat wants one more. You guys could do one more after this. We'll vote something other than Team Elim. Yeah, I'm sorry. 2.5 hours. I'm not going to go through with all of them right now. We got time.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected.
Walls mostly, yeah.
Rogue Striker drone detected. Vital signs ground.
How was that not a headshot? This is risky, chat. This is risky. Got them all. What's your prediction on when we will see the new update? My current one is still May. I see a lot of people saying March. I don't think the devs would have said later in 2022 if they were just doing a 4-week delay. So I think maybe we get the reveal in the PTS in March and then a release in May. That's my guess. But it could be later. We don't know. Yeah, that is certainly the big question, Jordan. All right, one more chat. Hopefully something other than Team Elim, a little more fast pace. No, he does not, Grant. That's my buddy. He does not play with the modded controller. That's just the spectate. It's always really messed up like that. But I appreciate the concern. Certainly I would call him out if he was using a modded controller. No bots, thank you. Oh, it's that noob Andy. What's going on, Andy? How you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. Look at that, 9 kills. How you doing? Shout out to your daughter, Jacob. Congratulations on having a kid. That's great. Yeah, he's just that good. Do you get any problems against people with Cronus Max? I mean, yeah, there's always... At least we get different people. There's always... The problem I've seen more lately is keyboard and mouse. People do insane movement stuff in the DZ, and it's just a headache. Because you're trying to, you know, deal with that. But yeah, I think it's always around. Do they really, Andy? That you're going to be a part of? I hadn't heard about that. Don't know if you're a part of it yet. Where did you, did you, like, see that somewhere? Did they email you, Andy? I'm just curious. That's good to hear, though. You know, however much playtesting they can and are willing to do is great. And hopefully that means they're still moving towards a release in the first half of the year. I mean, that would be the hope. Where do you get your information for us? Wherever. I mean, Twitter is a very good place to watch. Oh, that didn't shoot? Come on. Different devs' accounts and the official ones, of course. Most recently, I saw that job listing from Epic. So there's plenty of places to watch for stuff. Oh. This is... How about that, people? How about that? I'd say that was something. Yeah, throw that stinger at me. On Kubernetes community, yeah. I think conflict is a bit too unbalanced. Oh, it's completely unbalanced, Bumble, no question about it. The email service played. Gotcha, Andy, gotcha. Well, if you're ever comfortable emailing a picture of one of those, of course I'd block your name out. I'm sure the people wouldn't mind knowing there's more playtests going on, but if not, I fully understand.
Rogue artillery turret detected. Boost online.
You're going to be trying out the day before. Certainly it has the potential to be very cool, Jonathan. I don't doubt that. I do think their marketing and their whole like vibe has been kind of sketchy. So I'm kind of waiting to see what the launch reception is. I don't think I'll be pre-ordering it or anything like that.
They're about to get pulled out.
But I'd be interested, you know, depending. I might be dead from pestilence.
Assistance needed. Agent out of action. Rogue defender drone detected.
You can get me, you can get me.
Agent deceased.
That was dumb. Okay, so do you think that they're really reworking the summit and that? No, I don't think it's going to be a rework, Jacob. I think that, well, I don't know. The China thing in general, I think a lot of that team is, what they're going to be doing is tailoring the game to fit the China market, because Division 2 just recently got approved there. And so they want to make sure that they comply with the restrictions in that country to make sure that the game can be sold. And I think part of this new summit design, they called it, will be just to alter the environment to comply with those things. But then I do think they might do some what's the word? Some updates to it, whether it's just visual or whatnot.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected.
Do you think there'll be any update on the Division 1 soon? Any chance they'll talk about 17th? I know, Black Arrow. I don't think we're really ever going to see any update to the Division 1 again, unfortunately. I think pretty much Div 2 and future projects from here on out.
That's one for the friendlies. The enemy.
Will Heartland be... Well, GG. That was a little anticlimactic, but whatever. Will Heartland be in the same world and mechanics? Well, there's not much publicly known about Heartland Bumble, and I don't want to overstep any, you know, boundaries that are out there. What we do know is that, of course, it is in the Division universe, so it's assumed that it's going to have similar features in terms of what a Division game offers. As far as mechanics, we really don't know. You know, we would assume it's still third person and has a lot of those elements, but we're going to have to wait and see.
You have left the group. Safe area entered.
All right, folks. I'm super curious to see if the product in China and what differences there are. Yeah, for sure. I think it's bad you had to release a game in China because they're extremely strict on it. Yeah, well, what we were talking about earlier, Canadian, is that I actually think this could be a really big opportunity for Division. If it proves to be very popular there, then that could be kind of a second wind for its investing potential for Ubisoft to put more resources into it. And if that ends up being the case, then I'm all for, you know, the release there. What we were saying earlier was that we don't want people to start tailoring their initial games to fit with that. I think what Division is doing is fine, where the full game is out for the rest of the world and we can enjoy and experience that. And then if they want to go in and alter stuff for it to fit in the China market, then go for it, because that's just free money in a way and a chance for more recognition and popularity. Okay, everybody, that is going to do it for this week's stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We went a whole 2 hours and 40 minutes, longer than I usually go, but I fully enjoyed it. Yeah, sounds good, Andy. And I mean, no worries if you don't want it. That's totally up to you. But I would definitely enjoy doing a video talking about that if you're comfortable sending a screenshot of that over. And like I said, of course, I would blur you out, but that's totally up to you. No worries. What's going on, Geronimo and Rogue and Raptor? Unfortunately, we are closing things out, but thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, Jordan. When is the next stream? Well, certainly next Sunday, and we might do one during the week, depending on the reception to my video tomorrow morning. What that means, what that's about, you're just going to have to tune in to find out. It's going to be a good one tomorrow morning. You should definitely check it out. And yeah, so definitely next Sunday, Arrow, possibly during the week as well, maybe on like Wednesday. We'll see. I'll certainly post about it on my community tab. Thank you all so very much for hanging out for so long. We got 124 likes. Had so many people watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Your support is very appreciated. We're almost at 12,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. And yeah. Powerbomb, thank you so much for setting an alarm and being here the whole time. I appreciate it. Always appreciate hearing your views. Thanks for stopping in, Geronimo. Like I said, Arrow, Jordan, Andy, Canadian, Jacob, Raptor, Bumble, Jonathan, everybody that was here the whole time. I really appreciate you. And hopefully I will see you next week or on Wednesday. And again, check out that video that's dropping tomorrow morning. It's going to be pretty sweet. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. And until the next one, guys, Rogue Gold, out.